Ohio State football continues to dominate the college landscape, and their latest win over Penn State only adds to the growing buzz around this team. The Buckeyes improved to 8-0 after a convincing 38-14 victory, showing once again why they're one of the top programs in the nation. At halftime, the game looked like it could go either way. Ohio State led 17-14, but Penn State was hanging around and giving fans hope for an upset. That hope didn't last long. As soon as the second half began, the Buckeyes completely took control. They scored on 3 of their first 4 possessions after halftime, pulling away with precision and power on both sides of the ball. The biggest story of the game was quarterback Julian Sayin. The freshman phenom delivered one of the most efficient performances in recent Ohio State football history. He completed 20 of 23 passes for 316 yards and 4 touchdowns. No interceptions, no wasted throws, just pure execution. His performance placed him in extremely rare company. Since 1985, only one other FBS quarterback, Geno Smith, has had a game with at least 300 yards, 3 or more touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and completion rate above 85%. Sayin just did it against one of the Big Ten's most physical defenses. What stood out most about Sayin's play was his composure. Even when the first half was tight and Penn State was bringing pressure, he never looked rattled. His timing and accuracy were on point all night, and he spread the ball around beautifully. 2 receivers in particular stood out: Carnell, Tate, and Jeremiah Smith. Tate caught 5 passes for 124 yards, including a 45-yard touchdown that ignited the Buckeyes in the second half. Jeremiah Smith was equally electric, hauling in 6 catches for 123 yards. His highlight came on a spectacular one-handed touchdown grab in traffic, a play that's already making the rounds on social media. Together, they gave Ohio State football fans a glimpse of the future, a fast, explosive passing attack led by a young quarterback who looks mature beyond his years. Penn State, meanwhile, had moments where they looked capable of keeping pace. Running backs Katron Allen and Nicholas Singleton each found the end zone, and for a while, they were moving the ball effectively on the ground. Quarterback Ethan Grunkemeyer had a steady night, completing 19 of 28 passes, but he finished with just 148 yards and 1 costly interception. As the game went on, the limitations of the Penn State offense became clear. They couldn't stretch the field, and Ohio State's defense adjusted quickly, shutting down the run and forcing the Nittany Lions into uncomfortable situations. By the start of the fourth quarter, the difference in talent and execution was undeniable. Ohio State's offensive line gave Sayin all the time he needed, while the defense smothered Penn State's passing lanes. The Buckeyes finished strong, outscoring Penn State 21-0 in the second half, sealing the win in front of a roaring crowd. This victory wasn't just another notch in the win column. It was a statement. Ohio State football showed depth, discipline, and balance. They proved they can adjust at halftime, close games decisively, and stay sharp against a rival that's traditionally tough. For Penn State, the loss is another tough blow in what's been a difficult season. They fall to 3-5 overall and 0-5 in Big Ten play, with 5 straight losses. Their defense fought hard early, but couldn't keep up once Ohio State's passing attack caught fire. For Ohio State, the road ahead looks bright. At 8-0, with a 5-0 record in conference play, they remain in prime position for the Big Ten title and the college football playoff conversation. If Julian Sayin continues playing at this level, the Buckeyes could be looking at something special. What makes this Ohio State football team so dangerous is their combination of youth and maturity. Sayin's poise, the chemistry between his receivers, and the defense's ability to lock down when it matters. All of it points to a team that's not just winning, but improving every week. So as we look toward the final stretch of the season, one thing is clear. Ohio State football isn't just trying to win games. They're making a statement about who they are and where they're headed. With performances like this, it's hard to argue against them being one of the most complete teams in college football right now. The Buckeyes dominated Penn State 38-14, led by Julian Sayin's near-perfect performance and explosive plays from Tate and Smith. Another week, another win, and another reminder that Ohio State football remains the standard in the Big Ten, and maybe beyond.